Hi everyone, I am going to demonstrate the Pec Minor Stretch for you, and then we will do it together as a follow along exercise. So the Pec Minor is a little muscle that's attached to the front of your shoulder and to the rib cage, and we want to start lengthening the connective tissue around that shoulder so that you're bringing your shoulders back rather than having a hunched or a shoulder forward kind of position. Okay, so coming into position, we're going to start with lying on the mat. Your arms will come out to around about 90 degrees. We then want to bring one arm up into around about a 45-degree position from the spine. I've got my head lifted here because I'm talking to you, but you won't be doing this. The head will be relaxed. We're then going to move the body away from the outstretched arm. Roll and anchor this shoulder to the floor and place this hand into a push-up position. We'll then take the front of the chest into a stretch, making sure that the shoulder is anchored to the floor. A common mistake is that people want to roll back onto the back of the arm. That's what we want to avoid. Otherwise you're going to lose the stretch. So be really mindful of that. Okay, so we're bringing the body into a stretch. We're going to do a contraction. The contraction needs to happen without anything moving. We're just activating the muscle, which is the Pec Minor muscle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly stop. Take a breath in, and on the out breath, we're just going to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then to come out, we'll come back onto our tummies and slowly bring the arm down into a bent position. So if you'd like to either grab a little rolled up towel or a pillow just to support you if you feel that your chest is very tight and you can't open your shoulder. If you're fine with that, you don't need it. So everybody's lying on their mat. Bring your chest to the front of the mat. Bring your arms to around about a 90-degree position from the spine. Choose one arm and bring it into around about 45-degree position from the spine. Roll and anchor your shoulder to the floor. If you're finding it difficult to get that shoulder anchored to the floor, take your little cushion and place it under the front of the shoulder, where you've got a surface to do the contraction against. Bring the other hand into a push-up position. Start to shimmy the body away from the outstretched arm. Take a breath in, and on the out breath, start to peel the chest away from the floor. Bring the push-up arm a little bit closer to your body. It's going to give you a little bit more leverage. And breathe. Just soften the body and relax. So the chest is open, the top hip is lifted off the floor as well. If you're super tight, you may not be able to move the hip at this point, but that's okay. Just go to where you can feel some kind of stretch at the front of your chest. We're now going to do the contraction. So we're going to, without moving anything, push the shoulder into the floor. You're activating the Pec Minor muscle to do this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly stop. Relax. Take a breath in. And on the out breath, just going to roll the body further away from the floor, opening up the chest, taking that muscle or the connective tissue around the muscle deeper or longer into the stretch. Just breathe. Just scan your body, make sure you're not holding on anywhere. The more relaxed you can be, the more effective the stretch will be. Okay, slowly start to roll back onto your tummy, bringing the outstretched arm into a bent position so you're drawing your elbow to your waist. And just rest here for a moment. Let's do the other side. So again, you're lying at the front of your mat. Your arms are out at 90 degrees. Start to bring your arm, the arm stretched into a 45-degree angle. Again, if you're having trouble rolling and anchoring the shoulder, take your towel and place it under the shoulder. Bring the other hand into a push-up position. Start to shimmy the body away from the outstretched arm. Make sure that that shoulder is pushing gently into the floor. Head is turned away from the outstretched arm. Using the push-up hand, start to peel the front of the body away from the floor until you can feel a gentle stretch through the front of your chest. Just relax your head and your neck. Just check that you haven't rolled back onto your shoulder. It must be the front of the shoulder that you're feeling on the floor. We're pivoting the body around the shoulder. And breathe and relax. Let's do the contraction. Without moving anything, start to activate the muscle, pushing the front of the shoulder into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly stop, soften, take a breath in, and on the out breath, peel the chest away from the floor. You can support this movement by rolling the hip over and taking the whole front line of the body deeper into the stretch. And you get a nice stretch through the tummy as well as the chest. Soften the head, soften the neck. And to come out, slowly roll back onto your tummy and start to bend the outstretched arm so that the elbow is coming to the waist, and relax. And the next video will be the ending version of this Pec Minor Stretch. Hi everyone, we're going to do the follow along version now of the standing Pec Minor Stretch. It's this little muscle up here. Okay, standing with your feet around 45 degrees from the spine, have your little support ready. I'm going to lean into the wall, bring the arm to around about 90 degrees to begin with. Start to slide the arm up to around about 45 degrees. You want to roll and anchor this shoulder to the wall. Now if you're finding that there's a gap there, just place your support at the front of the chest and the shoulder. Place your other hand into a push-up position. Let's take a breath here and relax. Start to gently pivot the chest away from the wall around that anchored shoulder. And breathe. We're going to push the front of the shoulder into the arm, into the wall without moving the arm. We're just activating that muscle. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly stop. Just relax everything. Don't move. Take a breath in. And on the out breath, just pivot the body away from the wall. You're opening up the front of the chest, lengthening that connective tissue that surrounds the Pec Minor muscle. And just breathe and relax. If you're finding you're getting any tingling in this arm, it's normal. It's usually indicative of the tightness in the brachial plexus or the nerves that run down through the top of the neck and into the arm. You can just drop your arm a little bit if that's the case. Okay, to come out of the position, start to roll your body back to the wall and start to bend the outstretched arm. Make any kind of movement that you'd like to make. Just make it feel nice. And let's do the other side. Alright, so standing with your feet around 45 degrees from the wall. Have your little towel ready. Leaning into the wall, bring your arm to around 90 degrees. Start to 45 degrees from the spine, you're moving closer to your head. Have your little towel ready if you've got a tight chest. Place the towel at the front of the shoulder and just roll and anchor that shoulder to the wall. Place the other hand in a push-up position. Just relax and soften. Take a deep breath in, and then on the out breath, just slowly turn your body so that you're starting to feel a gentle stretch through the front of the shoulder. And breathe. Just soften the belly, soften the shoulders, make sure your shoulders aren't going up towards the ear. Okay, so we're going to do the contraction now. You want to, without moving anything, you don't want to move the shoulder joint or the arm. We're just activating that muscle by pushing the front of the shoulder into the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly stop. Soften. Take a breath in. And on the out breath, just start to pivot the body around the anchored shoulder and away from the wall. Just feeling that deep stretch and opening of the front of the chest. And breathe and soften. Try to let the shoulders drop away from the ear. You don't want to have any hunching happening. Soften the knees, soften the feet. And breathe. 2 more breaths here. Okay, and to come out, slowly start to turn your body back towards the wall. Take the outstretched arm, bend it, and slowly bring your elbow towards your waist and gently come out of the stretch. And again, moving your shoulders in any way you like to.